Hey YouTube, it's raining here. I just want to do a video follow-up to some of the questions I get and give y'all some of the information and knowledge that I have. This one's going to be about anxiety and treatment options. Okay, so I've tried everything probably that there is, and I know what works, I know how they work, and at least for me, I'm not a doctor, but this is my own knowledge that I've learned. Okay, so obviously there's different kinds of anxiety. There's generalized anxiety disorder, and then there's, panic disorder. And those are the two, kind of main hubs. Those can be side effects of deeper conditions such as depression or bipolar, but we're just talking about anxiety here today, and we already know the mechanisms that are taking place in the brain. If you look at my videos, usually a serotonin deficiency, but most often it's a GABA deficiency or a glutamate imbalance in the brain, and that can be a cause from past trauma, elevated stress for too long can cause those chemicals to come in balance. Poor lifestyle choices, poor diet, lack of exercise, all those sort of things. So medications can help mask symptoms, and I talk about that a lot, but they're not going to solve the underlying issue. So what are there? Okay, let's think about from a natural or a holistic front. There are lots of supplements that and some of the ones that are more chemically derived, which are nootropics. These are not naturally occurring substances, but they're supplements, so a lot of people can kind of get confused and think that these might be safer than pharmaceutical medications, but typically that's not necessarily true. So pick a million, and I might get some of these names wrong in their pronunciation, but has a GABA effect. And then there's Phenibut, which Phenibut, from all my knowledge, is extremely dangerous, if not more dangerous than a benzo, and it acts as a GABA B antagonist, and it helps boost GABA B, so that will help you feel better, help some people feel better. A lot of people do well with that. It's similar to baclofen, but we'll get to that in a minute. So you got your nootropics, which I'm not a big fan of. I've tried them all, and Phenibut is actually GABA with a phenyl ring, and it was developed in the Russian cosmonaut program to help astronauts stay alert but help with their stress and anxiety. So in a lot of circles, they think it's the only anti-anxiety medication that actually also doesn't make you tired. So then on the other side of things, we have herbals. There's a lot of herbals to try. A lot of antidepressant herbals such as SAMe, St. John's wort, 5-HTP. These are all sort of serotonin boosting drugs, and they work in different methods of action. 5-HTP is just a precursor to serotonin, so if you don't have enough serotonin, that might help you with depression and anxiety. Then you have St. John's wort, which works in the same manner as antidepressants. They block the reuptake inhibitor to keep more serotonin in the synaptic cleft, so that you can get more serotonin that way. SAMe creates this methylation process that can help boost serotonin, dopamine, epinephrine, but a lot of these can be a little bit too activating for some people. So The other ones that are more common for just anxiety would be medications like, you'll hear GABA a lot, and GABA, oh, well, that makes perfect sense because GABA is what you need. For most people, unless you have a leaky blood-brain barrier, GABA is not going to do you much good because it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier. It's too big. So there's other ways to boost GABA or slow glutamate, and I'm going to have to be quick here because I only have about 4 minutes left on my recording time. So I'm going to speed it up a bit. If you have any questions, hit me up. Email me, raining@33 or at gmail.com. Okay, so theanine. Theanine's been studied by the National Institute of Mental Health to be pretty effective to combat stress and anxiety, and it's a constitute of green tea, and taken in 100, 200 milligrams, it can be beneficial to help boost GABA and increase alpha waves. I have not had very good success with it personally. You also have, let's see, you have the theanine, the GABA, there's quite a few. Ashwagandha has been proven to help regulate GABA and lower cortisol. You know, on surface and through National Institute of Mental Health studies, ashwagandha seems to be quite an amazing adaptogenic herb. Anti-inflammation, antioxidant properties, not to mention anti-anxiety, stress relief. So other supplements like Bacopa monnieri actually supposedly can upregulate GABA receptors. So you have that. And then there's like, oh yeah, the typical ones, passion flower, kava kava, and valerian. And these all work on GABA. So does relora. So these supplements will help boost your GABA, and they can do so similar to Xanax. Especially passion flower has a shorter half-life, but it has been proven to be more effective than lorazepam or Ativan in clinical studies. So there's a lot of natural remedies, and I'm just scratching the surface here of some of the main ones. And then you get to some of the pharmaceutical routes. You know, you have your benzos, your Ativans, your Xanax, your Klonopins seem to be some of the main ones. Valium, that's more of a muscle relaxer, but they all work by hijacking your receptor sites in your brain and creating a sedative or hypnotic effect, which oftentimes can cause sedation and anxiety reduction. Those are, according to research, probably the most dangerous drugs as far as dependence, addiction, and withdrawal. Outside of that, the first line treatment nowadays is going to be your antidepressants, your SSRIs, SNRIs will help boost your serotonin, which can help for some people who are serotonin deficient retrieve remission from anxiety or panic. So, and benzos are typically used for short duration, supposed to not be used too long for more panic disorders. Whereas antidepressants can help with depression and anxiety and panic, or not so much panic. Then you've got your mood stabilizers, your anti-epileptics, which work for a lot of people, lamotrigine or Lamictal, and gabapentin or Neurontin. You've got Lyrica, you've got Tegretol. There's quite a few of those that help balance chemicals in the brain. Lamictal, for example, balances or slows glutamate. And then you've got those that can help on a longer acting level than a benzo. And then you have Buspar. Buspar is another novel medication that doesn't work for a lot of people, but it does work for some people, and it doesn't work on GABA receptors, but has anti-anxiety and is FDA approved for anti-anxiety. One of the only non-benzo medications that is used for that. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be running out of time. I have 1 minute left. I'd like to dive further into these, and I probably will in subsequent videos. But it's important to remember, as always, I like to say in my videos, there is hope. If one thing doesn't work, there's plenty of other things. I've gotten off of medications, I've withdrawn from medications with very easy success using natural remedies to help offset withdrawal symptoms. It is absolutely possible to overcome anxiety and panic attacks naturally, or through a combination of holistic and Western medicine. So good luck, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I can do follow-up videos by request as well. And I will talk to you soon, and good luck in your quest for relief. God bless.